Migingo Island, a speck of rock in Lake Victoria, is smaller than a football field yet home to hundreds. It's one of the most extraordinary examples of human resilience. Metal shacks and wooden huts cover every inch of space, and crossing the island takes less than a minute. Yet in this cramped area, there are bars, shops, and a bustling market. For many it feels unreal, a floating puzzle of survival. Privacy doesn't exist here, but the waters teem with Nile perch, sustaining livelihoods. Migingo is not about comfort, it is about survival, adaptation, and the paradox of a thriving society on a rock barely visible on the map. On Migingo, life is lived shoulder to shoulder. Homes are so small and tightly packed that one family's wall is another's. A single cramped room often doubles as kitchen, bedroom, and living space. Every laugh, argument, or song drifts easily through the thin metal walls. Here, personal moments instantly become communal ones. For outsiders, this closeness may feel suffocating, but for residents, it creates an unusual bond. Neighbors aren't just near, they are part of each other's daily stories. Would you find this closeness comforting or overwhelming? Migingo Island is also a geopolitical pawn. Though barely larger than a football field, it has become the focus of a heated territorial dispute between Kenya and Uganda. Both nations claim ownership, and residents often face double taxation. On one side, you might see a Kenyan flag waving proudly, while just a few meters away, a Ugandan flag stands in defiance. Fishermen shrug off the politics with a saying, "The fish don't have a flag." Still, the presence of armed officers from both sides shows how even a rock can become a symbol of national pride and tension. The Nile perch is the lifeline of Migingo. It is survival, currency, and opportunity rolled into one. Each evening, fishermen set out in small boats, braving the choppy lake to secure catches that pay school fees, buy supplies, or simply put food on the table. Nights are long and dangerous, and mornings bring the chaos of fish markets alive with shouting, bargaining, and the smell of fresh catch and diesel. Without the Nile perch, life here would collapse. It is the island's silver gold, vibrant but fragile. Fishing around Migingo is a nightly gamble. Men head into dark waters in fragile wooden boats armed only with nets and lanterns. Storms, engine failures, and even armed pirates threaten their lives. Many cannot swim, and life jackets are rare, so every storm is a potential tragedy. Families wait anxiously for loved ones who may never return. Yet despite exhaustion and danger, fishermen persist, because feeding their families is worth every risk. Ironically, though Migingo is surrounded by one of the world's largest freshwater lakes, there is no safe drinking water. Pollution makes the lake unusable. Clean water must be ferried in daily from the mainland in yellow jerry cans, at prices most families struggle to afford. Every drop is rationed, drinking and cooking first, washing last. Showers are almost unheard of. A bucket bath is a luxury. Children learn early that water is precious and never wasted. With no power grid, residents rely on solar panels. Small panels on tin roofs charge car batteries that power lights, radios, and phone chargers. At night, the island glows faintly like a constellation on the lake. Some families even run small charging businesses, renting out outlets powered by a single battery. Fragile as it is, this system symbolizes human creativity, a refusal to live in darkness despite the odds. Despite its size, Migingo feels like a miniature world. People from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and beyond live side by side. Conversations mix Swahili, Luo, Luganda, and English in a single sentence. Food stalls serve Ugandan matoke alongside Kenyan ugali, always paired with fish. At night, music fills the island. Benga, Kadongo Kamu, and Swahili pop, bringing people together. Diversity isn't just tolerated here, it defines the island's character. There are no streets on Migingo, only narrow paths between shacks. No bicycles, no cars, everything is carried by hand. Water, food, supplies. Human strength is the island's only engine. The soundscape is purely human. Voices, radios, laughter, hammers. At peak times, pathways are jammed with bodies, forming a living labyrinth of survival. In this chaos, community thrives, proving that life adapts even in the tightest spaces. Despite hardships, joy still exists. Small bars serve as gathering spots where fishermen watch football on flickering TVs or share drinks. Pool tables, carried piece by piece from the mainland, have become hubs of laughter and wagers. Music and dancing spill through the alleys, children playing and families celebrating. These moments of joy are as essential as food or water. Migingo may be smaller than a football field, but its story is larger than life. Overcrowding, scarce resources, and dangerous waters shape it. Yet people still laugh, love, and endure. It is a reminder of human resilience when survival is the only choice. What part of Migingo's story surprises you most? Share your thoughts in the comments.